Okay guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Fun with AJ here again today, and I'm back. I broke a promise to you guys, not even a promise, a kind of a minimum requirement to you guys that I said I'd be motovlogging once a week to start off. Well, that ended quick. I'm vlogging again for the second time in this week. So I want to reiterate a couple things. First and foremost, my promise to you guys is I will vlog at least once a week. Whether that's a certain day of the week, it's probably going to be the beginning of the week. It's going to be once a week, minimum. But that being said, if I ride every other day, I'm trying to make it every single day. So if I can, ride more rather than every other day, so like 3-4 times a week, I'll probably vlog more. I might vlog every time I ride, or maybe I'll just post one for that entire week rather, not any. So that being said, apologies for the second moto vlog, or if you like this, no apologies needed. Second thing I did, which I said I wasn't going to do for a while, I bought a GoPro curved mount for my helmet. So that's why you're seeing this, square here rather than just all tank, which was like here like before, I think. Because I watched the vlog and I watched other people's vlogs, and I really thought my visuals were poor compared to other vloggers' visuals. Not because of quality, but because of the way I had my camera positioned. So I budged. I spent I think it was 10 or 15 bucks, and I did the old Amazon Prime and ordered the GoPro extension arm. And I'm just checking to make sure my mic is properly hooked up here. Yeah, so bike's pretty much warmed up. It's not all the way there. I usually get it around 12 before I go, but I think we're good. Almost stalled there, almost. Ooh, got a nice little drift there. So a couple things. My last vlog, I told you guys I was going to do a tip of the day every vlog, and I'm going to keep to that. That's going to be hopefully one of my staples of the moto vlog. We shall see, depending on how you guys react. So to start off the vlog today, my tip of the day actually goes towards something I've seen not just on my channel, but like on other channels on the internet, on YouTube rather. And that is, and you can use it in life too, and that is, if you're gonna give feedback, make sure it's constructive and not negative in nature or one-sided and very, what's the word, bleak. And what do I mean by that? I don't want to oust anyone, but to give you guys a prime example that I can think of off the top of my head here. So yeah, I made a video recently. I made a couple videos actually, but the best example I can give you guys is I asked people for feedback, and comments I've been getting is like, bad video, sound horrible, bad sound, and things like that. And it's like, I appreciate that feedback, but a couple things. Some things are within my power, some things are not. And that's because of budgetary concerns. I make money, I work a lot, I work hard, but I don't make enough money to constantly get better equipment. So I note your comments, but there's things I can't always afford to change right away. Or right away rather, not right away. Another type of comment I've gotten is like, bad content. And these are all just examples. There's certain things I can change as a content creator here, or up and coming content creator. There's some things I can't. So if you give me feedback about bad content, here's an idea. Here's an example of constructive criticism. Say, the content didn't interest me. Here are some things that might be better for your channel. Example. That's constructive criticism, not just bad content, bad sound. Or sound-wise, respond and say, hey, your sound sounds like there's artifacts, or it sounds a bit echoey, and is there any way you can improve that? Or give an example of saying, hey, I have the sound at medium settings and your sound is very tinny. Give examples like that. Or give an example of a video where the sound was better that you like. And this doesn't just go to YouTube like you all might think. This applies to like life. You go to a movie and say that actor was horrible, or that director was horrible. That's not constructive criticism if you're giving it to someone who wants it. It's more of, you know, I didn't like the actor because he didn't have the look. His voice was too deep, and yeah, he just wasn't convincing to me. That's constructive criticism. So that's my tip of the day. It's a little long. I'll probably edit some of this. I need to pull up here. I hate these blind spots, guys. Oh, see, I wouldn't have saw that guy. I would have got hit. There's two guys right there. I need to go before this guy comes. I think I can go after. Yeah, I can beat this guy. Just didn't want to get locked in a kind of pit there, if you will, a kind of crosshair, and have someone behind me honking. Okay, so I'm back to this street I really like, the quiet street. Not much traffic. I've maybe seen 2 cars on this street the whole time I've been kind of warming up here. So I'm back to this. I love this street. And there's no speed limit, but when you guys, in certain states, not all, when there's a residential and houses around, it's usually like 25. You should assume 30 at the max. It could go faster, but there's no stop signs on these little side streets. He waved to me last time. It was very nice of him. That's the one thing I'll tell you guys I love about motorcyclists, and it's not unanimous. It's not all of them, but several of them I've encountered will straight up wave to you when you're driving by. It's something that Jeep owners, I guess, share too. Jeep Wrangler owners, they'll wave to each other like a nice wave, and there's no, you know, pretentiousness to it. It's just, yeah, you're a fellow rider, you're a fellow motorcycle owner. The camaraderie between all the riders. I love that about motorcyclists. And speaking of camaraderie and, you know, general positive vibes, I want to give a shout out to a really big moto YouTuber in NYC called The Illustrator. He's also a motorcycle builder now. He's building a BMW K100, I believe, and I love his build series. He has a way of editing and like telling a story on his channel and his videos that I wish I could do. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that, but not to his style at least. I wouldn't want to copy his style, but he's got a way that makes even the most boring thing entertaining. He's got a New York like slang to him, which I appreciate, because I told you guys before in the last vlog I'm from Boston, so we've got a little, you know, Northeast, Fenway Park, Harvard Yard slang to us. So yeah, my shout out to The Illustrator is because I commented and said, you know, I loved one of his videos. I've said it to a couple of his videos, and I told him, hey man, you inspired me, and you know, you helped me get motovlogging. I did my first one, and he commented and said thanks, and he said, by the way, I'm subscribed, something like that. And like, that blew me away. He's got like, I think he's got at least 50,000 subscribers. If not, he's close to that. So someone that big subscribing to me, thanks man. If you're watching this, as I mentioned before, my vlogs, this is just my second one, and it's gonna get better, but it's not that good yet. And so I appreciate all you early adopters, early viewers who got to my channel pre-1,000 subscribers, which is actually coming up really soon. Another thing I'm gonna mention about this motovlog thing is, first of all, you're gonna see some familiar routes, but I will get more creative, because like I told you guys, I'm just like relearning and teaching myself safety tips, and I'm still learning on this bike specifically. So guys, a quick topic I want to talk about, which might be interesting, is I read a little like a study. I like reading the news and reading kind of small studies about random stuff I'm interested in, and I read a study the other day that, or it said that men are more likely to name their cars or their motorcycles or their toys that of female names, and women are likely to name, or more likely to name, their items, cars, motorcycles, male names. I wanted to know from you guys whether you think that's true. For me personally, little kid walking with his dad. For me personally, I name my things, my car, it's a male name. And I'm not a female, so I don't know if that holds true for me. And then my motorcycle hasn't officially been named yet. I've kind of named it, but it is a female name, what I'm leaning towards. But my car is a male name. So I'm just wondering, like, what do you guys think? Is it true if you're a female or male? Like, do you name your vehicles, your modes of transportation, the opposite sex? And if so, why? And if you're willing to share, please share what type of vehicle it is, what name it is. I'm just curious. I'm curious how people come up with their names and if this study's true. I think this study has some validity, but I think it's mostly BS. But I'm trying not to be rude about this. Before, I had a moto vlog, but when I first got the motorcycle, was, hey, AJ, how'd you afford a motorcycle? How much do you have to make to afford a motorcycle? And I have a pretty interesting answer for that. First of all, I know people who work part-time with their parents. They're older too, you know, 20s, 30s, and they have motorcycles. My opinion is that you can own a motorcycle if you're making as little as like 15 bucks an hour. It just depends what type of motorcycle you want, whether that's within reason, and how, ooh, that was a nice little speed bump, how dedicated you are to making your motorcycle dream happen. That's what it comes down to. For example, for me, I wanted a Triumph Thruxnar, which I mentioned in the first vlog, but I settled on a Ducati Monster because the other bike I wanted is a Ducati Sports Classic, and both bikes go for $15,000 to $20,000 depending on what build you get and how new and what specs you want. That's something to notice. I settled on the Ducati Monster and I love it. It's got the heritage of Ducati. It's got the color I want, matte black. That's what I love. I know that's a fingerprint magnet, but I just really love the color. And yeah, it's a motorcycle. It's got probably too much power for a beginner. Like, a lot of female drivers ride this bike, so it's not just a male bike. So I thought, hey, female drivers ride it and they're beginners, and as a male beginner, I should be fine. It's very torquey, this bike. It is the torqueyest bike I've ever ridden, and I've test ridden a couple bikes. Listen to that. That's only in first gear. It sounds mean. It sounds, I call this thing like a bat out of hell. That's not the name of it, but that's what it feels like. It feels like it's mean, like it wants to break loose and break some skulls. Hopefully not mine. And I love that I can get in on this like really tight. I probably look like a dweeb going 30, but hey, I love it. A couple other things. I've got a new surprise coming to the channel, motorcycle related. I can't share that with you yet. I gotta get permission. Let me know if you guys like this viewing angle, if it's better, or if you want more tank. I think this is a happy medium because you get to see everything streetwise, and you also get to see my speedometer. Another thing, this viewing angle of the phone's gonna not be showing the GoPro monitor screen for much longer. That's only like that because I wanted to see if the new angle and the last angle in the first vlog was okay, and if I'm recording, it shows if I'm recording. So if you guys want to give constructive feedback on this moto vlog, please do. Make sure it's constructive, and I will improve what I can. One of the things, like I said, length is not something that is going to change much. It's going to be between 10 and I'd say about 30 minutes going forward. I'll try to talk about more interesting stuff so that length is not as bothersome to you guys. Until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood Fun with AJ. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. And yeah, if you want to give a like, please do. If you want to subscribe, please do. It would help my channel. And if you don't like this content, or if you want some other content, or you want me to change stuff a little by little, give me some constructive criticism and feedback. I'll happily take it, and we can chat about like what can be improved. So until next time, guys, catch you later.